Welcome. Thanks for tuning into the Halacha Torah Halacha Minute for Friday morning, January 29th. We are deep into our review, our annual review of the laws and customs of Purim and the time leading up to Purim, because we're now less than 30 days away from Purim. So we're reviewing those laws. We started yesterday with talking about Parshat Zachor, hearing on the Shabbat immediately preceding Purim, this short Torah reading of 3 verses to remind us to wipe out the memory of Amalek. There is a question amongst the poskim as to whether the word zecher or zecher in the last verse of this parsha is pronounced zecher or zecher. So it's proper for the Baal Korah to read the verse both ways in order to ensure that the mitzvah is fulfilled, and indeed that is our custom here at Halacha Torah. Listen for it carefully, that word will be repeated. In order to properly fulfill the mitzvah, one should hear every word from the Baal Korah, so we're careful not to make any noise or anything that might disturb others from hearing, or ourselves from hearing the reading. If one did miss a word that's not critical to the narrative, one has still fulfilled the obligation. Those who are unable to attend shul, which could be all of us, who knows? If one is unable to attend a minyan to hear Parshat Zachor on the Shabbos before Purim, they can fulfill this mitzvah according to many opinions by listening to the Parsha of Vayavo Amalek, which is read on the morning of Purim. That's our Torah reading for Purim morning, is Vayavo Amalek. In this circumstance, one should take care to have the intention to fulfill the mitzvah of remembering what Amalek did to the Jews, and we are commanded to eradicate Amalek's name. The Torah reader should also be notified, or should just think of it, to have the intention of reading on behalf of those listeners. Additionally, in the above scenario, if a person is not able to make it to shul, any person not able to make it to shul, as again, many of us may not be able to do, perhaps all of us, who knows at this point, one should read the Parsha of Zachor, read those 3 verses from chapter 25 of Deuteronomy from a Chumash on the Shabbat preceding Purim. So you can do that for yourself at home, wherever you are, whenever you have the opportunity in the course of Shabbat day. In a leap year, this is not a leap year, but next year is, in a leap year consisting of 13 months, some are of the opinion that you should hear Parsha Zachor prior to the Shabbos before Purim. The mitzvah can be fulfilled by having the mitzvah in mind. Leap year, some of the opinion we should hear Shabbos before Purim. It's not clear what they're saying here, but what they mean to say is that you don't want 12 months to go by without hearing the mitzvah. So you have the 13 months from one to the next. So what do? You just have in mind in Parsha Kitetze. I misspoke the other day. It's at the end of Parsha Kitetze, which not Kisavo, as I erroneously reported. When we come to that in the end of the summer, you have in mind those 3 verses. At the end of the Parsha of Kitetze, you'll hear these words spoken about Amalek, and you have in mind that that's your reminder that before 12 months have elapsed. Most authorities are of the opinion that even in a leap year, you only need to fulfill the mitzvah with the reading of Parsha Zachor on the Shabbos before Purim, and that indeed is the prevalent custom. There you have it. Okay, that takes care of Parshat Zachor. So now we need to speak about Ta'anit Esther. So we will start that after Shabbat. Amir Hashem. I'll just remind you now that candlelighting this afternoon, 5:07, 7 minutes past 5. Again, unfortunately, I try to report it every week with a little touch of brokenheartedness, because it really is a sad thing. Those of us who enjoyed gathering together on Friday nights and Shabbos mornings are still missing that, and we very much look forward to its return. This is not that Shabbos, though. Tonight, if we were gathering in shul, it would be at 5:15, 5:15 for Mincha and Ma'ariv. So if we'd all like to gather together in prayer at that time, 5:15 is the appropriate time. Again, tomorrow morning we will not, unfortunately, sadly, have a minyan in shul, but 9:15 would be the time to start, or 10 o'clock if you'd like to do as we've been doing with an abbreviated service, but no reason to do that. You could take all the time you want. You can start at 8:30 and go till noon. Take as much time as you want. In any case, however you spend your Shabbat, it does come to an end at 12 minutes past 6, 6:12 tomorrow evening, and everyone is warmly invited to join us for Zoom Havdalah at 6:22. Shabbat Shalom. Have a wonderful Shabbos, restful, peaceful, and healthy, and we will see each other, please God, afterwards.